Hi everyone, thanks for stopping by. I'm actually making a Get Well card in this video. The things I'm going to be using are this Hero Art stamp set, and I liked You're in My Thoughts. That's going to go on the inside. The paper pad I'm using is the Simple Stories 6x6, and it's super cute. Let me just thumb through it. I have used some of this. Kind of feel like it's a fall theme, but with how I ended up doing it, the card's not going to look like a fall card. So. Alright, so I'm going to keep that in, and I'm going to put this paper pad aside. It's a gatefold card. So if you haven't done a gatefold card, what you want to do is you grab a 8.5 by 5.5 inch piece of paper. And this one actually came from an 11.5 by 8. So it worked out perfect. You're going to put it in your score board, and you're going to score both sides at 2 1/8. And then it'll make this middle 4 1/4. So just fold this over. I already scored it. Now I have a little bit of a gap here, so if you want to not have, not a gap, but an overlay, if you want to not have that and have it exactly a gate, then drop it down a little bit from 2 1/8. I'm going to keep this. I'm okay with it. All right, so let's go ahead and start putting the layers on, and then I'll stamp the inside and we'll do the inside. All right, so the first layer, the colors are really different, right? It's going to go like this, and that is 5 1/4 this way by 2. For something like this, I'm going to make sure I do get it right to the edge. The glue, I meant the glue. Well, this too. It's going to have a little bit of border. I do like this. Is one of my favorite designs of cards. It's the gatefold. I don't think I've seen anything like this in any of the stores. As far as a gatefold, they're usually just A2 size cards. This one's just a tad smaller. So it's 5 by 1 3/4. Look at that combination, so pretty. All right, let's do the other side. Put this on first. This Get Well here comes from Something to Remember. Now, if you go on Cricut Design Space and you see this on the canvas, the colors are different. So it was great that you could ungroup this and change the color. So I tried to match them up with the paper, and I did okay. All right, so one thing I want to be sure of when I put this other layer on is to line up these right here. And it looks like that's good. Right, now put this layer on. Look at how stinking cute that is. Okay, let's go ahead and stamp the inside. Pardon me, it's early in the morning, so I guess my voice isn't quite awake yet. Did you guys just catch that? If you have a mini Misty, don't let the magnets get together. So I just use my Cricut scalpel, or whatever it's called, scraper, not scalpel, and I just pull them apart. Yeah, wasn't the first time that happened to me. I don't pay attention. All right, so let's get the about here. You're in My Thoughts. I'm going to place that right there. Yeah, I guess these are the times that Get Well cards are becoming very, I'm not going to say popular. That's not the word I'm looking for. Useful. And I don't mean just if somebody has a cold. I mean, you can also do this if you're seeing somebody struggle, you know, with a mental illness that's having to understand, and the anxieties and everything with what's going on with this virus and the world in general. I'm not going to get on my soapbox. I just noticed that I didn't stamp all the way on that. Ink it. I didn't stamp. meant to say ink. Okay. I will clean that off and put it away later. And I went ahead and cut out a piece to go in here, which I thought was super cute. So this is sort of like a smoky blue or a grayish blue card base. I thought it just looked so perfect with this paper. Okay. I always get excited when I, have an idea about a card and I just start looking at all my paper pads and everything. I'm like, oh yeah, that goes together, this is gonna work. That looks great. Okay, so for this, I always put a piece of foam adhesive behind it, or if you don't have foam adhesive, you can use score tape, or I guess even glue. And I'm going to put it on this side. You could put it on the other. It's completely up to you. And it's going to go like this. Now, I have a belly band here that we're going to do, but it's a little different. I took a slice from the insert here, and then a slice from that, and I want this to be in the front, and obviously it's not long enough, so I'm going to attach it so that goes around to the back. And I already put the score tape on it, so I'm going to peel that off. And I'm going to match it up to here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do the whole thing. I'm having a thought here, which is good. It's good that I have a thought. And then we're going to bring this in front. And I'm just going to like manually fold this. I'm not going to put it in the scoreboard or anything. And then I'll know to put the score tape right there in that little bend, and then we'll just trim that off. I've seen gatefold cards that have beautiful ribbon. I actually did, I think it was like a wedding invitation or wedding card where I did a gatefold card, and I used a really pretty white ribbon for the band to hold the card together. Isn't that pretty? All right. There we go. All right, let's put this back on. I had it this way, right? Yeah. And I'm going to fold this down. I'm really making this look more complicated than it is. Take off the score tape. I guess ribbon would be more convenient than having to go through this, but okay, I'm just going to fold that down. I don't know if you guys can see this, so that it's even with that, and I'm going to trim it off without cutting, hopefully, the brown piece of paper like I did. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Well, I think what I can do, this wasn't supposed to happen, is tear this apart and move it down a little bit. Let me see how this looks. I want to make sure it's still in good shape here. Let's grab another strip here and just start over. That's what happens. It is what it is, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be a really pretty card. So it was so funny. I knew that was going to happen as soon as I used the scissors on it. I go, oh no, I just cut that. So we'll do something different this time. You guys are coming along for the do-over for the belly band. or you can check my blog out if you need to go. And I'll have this card and video uploaded on there. So if you're done watching me make this mistake, thank you so much. Alright, so we're going to start this over. I suddenly got very quiet, didn't I? Let's see if this is still going to work. Oops. Yep. Tuck that in there. I want it to be fairly tight. Get in there. There. Goodness. And we're going to do that again. We're going to bend it. We'll bend it again. Wrap it around, and at this point I'm going to trim it here. And I'm going to be looking at that so I don't do the same thing over again. Alright, so we're going to put the score tape in this. Put the belly band back on, and we'll be done. I think it's cute that they call this a belly band. Yeah, I want it to be tight, but not so tight that the person can't slide it off the card. So, there you go. That's how it works. You could put it down here too if you wanted to, but I decided to put it up underneath that embellishment there. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging in there with me. It's a happy accident, I guess. I've been using that term a lot lately. Have a great day.